Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ronnie Show. So glad you be joining us here this afternoon. We come to you once again live from my car. But you know what? It is such a beautiful day outside. I gotta say, it's 53 degrees, which in theory doesn't sound all that nice, or at least not all that, warm. But it's actually very nice today. In fact, I'm sitting here in my car with the sunroof open and this window cracked open. And yeah, and it's just really nice. The sun's kind of shining down on us. I love it. I love it personally. The weather's only going to get better all throughout the weekend. So, yeah, doing yesterday's show and today's show. And then we also did a show here in my car, sitting here in the parking lot of my dorm. I can't remember how long ago it was, about a month ago. You might think it's kind of awkward just because, there's people walking by and like you're talking straight into your phone. Like it could seem quite weird and awkward and all that, but I don't mind it. I mean, usually most of the time I've seen people kind of walk by while I'm doing this. They got like AirPods in or something like that. So they're probably not hearing, us having our face to face discussion. But yeah, as you can see, today I'm wearing my playoff t shirt. Of course, we've got Musketeers postseason coming up tonight. And tomorrow night and potentially Sunday night. But hopefully we won't need Sunday night. And we'll just need Friday and Saturday. Um, we'll kind of get to that a little later on in the show, but for now, we're going to talk about basically what's happened in my life the last 24 hours. And one word answer to that, nothing. Yeah. No, I've mostly just been working on I have a big exam coming up in one of my classes on Monday, so I've been working on that. I got the study guide all put together, well my study guide I put together and finished that this morning. And then in one of my classes, we had an exam for our midterm. Oh gosh, this has been what, 3 weeks ago ish, somewhere in there. And she's actually our professor in that class. She's actually given us a chance to get extra credit back for what we missed on the exam. So basically, I, the format in terms of how she's having us do that, I am not a super big fan of because we have to specify, hello, Dixon Ezekiel, and it's your girl Bree Bree. Because basically she has us, and this part isn't too bad, but we have to list like what question we missed, um, and then what the correct answer was, which is fine, no big deal with that. I could deal with that, but yes, you can ask me anything. It's your girl Bree Bree, which is fine, but she then has us do like why we got the question wrong and why is the answer correct according to like the lecture and the notes and things like that. It's like what that is just so dumb because the answer is going to be the same, at least for why we got it wrong for every single question. It's not like, no, I am not gay. Um, but at least you asked it nicely, like, unlike a lot of people who watch this show. So I appreciate that. Um, but anyway, I just think that's so stupid to be quite honest with you. But you know what? I'll do it. I mean, if it means getting back 30 points that I missed on the exam because I got, let's see, doing the math in my head, I missed 44 points, which um might seem bad, but the test is at a 200 points. So, all in all, I got a 78 on it, which I don't think is bad. Nope, we just answered that question. No, I am not gay. Um, I don't know why a lot of people think that. I just think that's plain old stupid. Now, a lot of people who watch these shows just because they're new, so they might not know me, which, fine, whatever, but it just surprises me the amount of people who have asked me that. That's all. So, in total, oh, and then we have to write an essay afterwards saying, like, oh, how did you study for it? And is there any way you can improve your studying method? And it's just like, oh my God, really? Like, I get it. It's a bonus of 33 points at the most, but like, is it really worth it having to go through all of that work? Like, it's just, but you know what? I'm going to do it. So there you go. Um, Hell yeah, free poo shiest. I don't know what that means, but it's your girl Bree Bree. How old are you? I am 19 and almost a half. In about a week, it'll be a half. So yeah, gosh. Feel like I just turned 19 yesterday, and my half birthday will be on Thursday of next week. Like it's just weird how that works. Um, Old ass. I know. Another moderator just handled this. I don't have any moderators. Like what? Cuz there was a comment here and it was kind of dirty. So I didn't put that on there. And it said, "Oh, another moderator just took care of this." Like I'm the only moderator. Like what? Come on. YouTube is broken, people. YouTube is broken. Hello, Diva Forever. Um so yeah, I'll suck it up and I'll do that. And hey, if it means so 154 plus 33, that would be 187 divided by 2. That would be what? 93? Something like that. So yeah. What is Judge Sus? Oh, that was a thing I did for my video design class in high school. Um it was kind of like, well, we did the commercial for that, which you probably saw during the shorts, because I just saw you just subscribed, so you probably went and saw the shorts. That was like a commercial, and then we actually did like a full show for that. So, um, yeah, it was for a class in high school, just for like entertainment type purposes. So, yeah, and then I just decided to upload it because why not? So, yeah. So I've got that going on, and that's actually due Tuesday. So this exam for my one class is Monday, and then the extra credit from the first exam from another class is Tuesday. What you can see when I subscribe, well, I saw like a little notification pop up on the top of my phone that said you had just subscribed. So that's how I know. I know for and I don't know why it works like this. I guess there's some setting that like you can change or whatever that has like where you could see who is subscribed to you, but like you can't see everybody who's subscribed. I don't know how that all works out, but I'm not the head of YouTube, so I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this channel for this is my 10th year of doing it, and there's still stuff I don't know that I probably should know at this point, but I don't. I'm not an expert by far, not an expert. So that's basically been it. Personally, the last 24 hours or so since yesterday's show. Um, Kind of previewing towards the weekend. I think you all know what's going on. You have to go. That's fine. See you later, or soon, I should say. See you soon, whenever, down the road. um, so in terms of what's going on this weekend in my life, like I said, you guys saw it. If you've seen the community tab, plus we've been hyping it up all week on this show. Playoff hockey is back for the Muskies, so we'll be on the air tonight, 7:30 Eastern time for that. We're going to be trying something we've never done before by doing a pregame show for like half an hour, 35 minutes it'll be in total from when it starts and then when puck drop happens. So 7:30 Eastern time tonight, and then 6:30 Eastern time tomorrow night, and then let's see, we'll be on. Well, it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time Sunday night. That's because I'll be working, and if it goes to game three, which first round is a best of three. Luckily enough, it's all home for the Muskies, but we won't be down there for that. Obviously, we'll explain that why that is later on tonight during the stream. But yeah, I'll be working Sunday. I'll be filming some things Sunday at my work, so I got to be there for that. So um, it's just I guess there's a couple of all-star high school basketball games that I have to film for, so fine, whatever, so be it. But yeah, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully we can get it done by tomorrow night, and we won't have to worry about that. So hopefully, I'm praying, of course, that it's the right result too. And I was looking at the playoff schedule for the Muskies for the rest of the month and kind of for the rest of the whole postseason because the league changed the format this year, which, and they've had this format for quite a while. I don't know who came up with it, but the top two teams in the conference, because the conferences are 8 teams and the top six move on, which is already kind of a lot of teams, but I don't make up the rules. So so it would be the top two would get a first round bye, while the other four teams would battle it out first round best of three. But the season, of course, would end on a Saturday night, and then they would play that Monday, Tuesday, and then potentially Wednesday. And if the series ended Tuesday night, you'd go straight away and play Friday night. And then, if it ended Wednesday, you'd go to Saturday, which was the stupidest thing of all time, stupidest format of all time, if I do say so myself. But they kept up with it for quite a while. But now they just kiboshed that this year. So instead, it's basically we still got the round one best of three, top two get a bye, but they get a full week off, like 2 weeks almost off before round two starts. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes because they cut the regular season short by a week, and they had to cram in two other games. So that was kind of a mess. Obviously, as you've seen from a scheduling perspective this year, the schedule did not benefit Sioux City very much, if I do say so myself, but that's just me. Um, so yeah, it'll just be interesting to see how this weekend goes and then the rest of the postseason. Um, Although a good change would be the fact that it looks like the whole postseason is going to be played all on weekends, which is good. Um, Instead of the weekdays, because even like in round two and in round three and stuff, all those games would be played on weeknights as well, and that just didn't work out very well. Surprise, surprise. So that's good. That's good. I like that change a lot. Um, so yeah, although looking at the schedule, at least from Sioux City's perspective here, um, they're not going to have any Saturday games at home not for the rest of the postseason if they make it really far and go on a deep run, but like the next 4 weeks or so, our indoor football team, the Bandits, they'll be playing a home game every Saturday for like 4 weeks straight. That's because they spent the first 4 weeks on the road, which by itself there was already a horrible schedule, but I don't make it up. So yeah. Mhm. I swear, sometimes, and I say this all the time, that, if I was the leader of the whole world, you know, a lot, all world issues would be fixed. I'm just saying. Because it would. It's true. That's a true statement. Um, so, if we do make it to round two, what will happen is that we'll play the next Friday and Sunday, Friday and Sunday on the road, and then it'll be the next Friday and Sunday at home, and then, well, I wonder if that would get moved to Wednesday then, because it would have been a Tuesday, but I wonder if that gets moved to Wednesday. I don't know. I'm not an expert in things like that. So anyway, it should be a fun postseason run though. I'm excited for it. So bring it on. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for us here this afternoon. We just crossed over 15 minutes. So we will see you all later tonight and just a little over 3 hours time actually. So yeah, 7:30 Eastern time. So exciting stuff around here. We will see you all later on tonight. Bye bye.